Hey y'all, hey, it's Tracy time. How are you doing this Thursday? I am having, let's see, today is Thursday, July 11th. Wow, July is like zooming right by. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or have had a fantastic day, depending on when you see this. Before we get started with our next featured person for Who Makes Memphis Better, have you yet become a member of the T-Row? I don't even know how to say my name. The T-Row crew. If not, you know what to do. Go ahead and press the subscribe button down there. And remember to turn on your bell notification so that you can be notified when I post every day. I am committed. This has been a wonderful journey for me, recognizing and featuring some of the people who make Memphis better. It is, this one is by far one of the people who I have, absolute in awe. I'm absolute in awe of, and just think like, very pleased, mighty pleased and proud. That's how I feel about the person that I am going to feature today, and using the usual format that I said that I would follow for making Memphis better. I'm going to say a little bit about how I know the featured person who makes Memphis better, and then give you the information that was shared with me. And I'll post their information below in the description, and along with any links for contact if applicable. So let's get right in, because I have a lot of content to share. This person has completed so much, has done so much, and is still super young. And so young by my standards anyway. Some of you fresh baby YouTubers may think that's not young, but I'm not going to say her age. So here's my drum roll. Today's feature for the person that makes Memphis better is ROQUITA Coleman-Williams. You make Memphis better. So let me tell you first, she is one of the people, you know how you're on Facebook and you see people doing amazing things and you just go, wow. That's how ROQUITA is to me. She and I communicated. I've been in the same space as her and been in the same place as her a couple of different times, but she and I actually have never actually met face to face. So ROQUITA, here's a hug from me to you. Hugs are my superpower. If you do ever get a hug, you'll be like, oh, you'll say, yes, they are. You're a great hugger. And anyway, this is not about me. This is about you. So I want you guys to know ROQUITA C. Williams is amazing. She is an amazing, amazing, amazing woman. She's a mother. She's a podcaster. She's a philanthropist. She is an author. And so I'm going to tell you all the things. And she has a website. Again, I'll post all the information below in the description so that you can see it. But let me just go over what she shared. ROQUITA was another person who responded right away. So thank you for that, ROQUITA. And I am happy to have the opportunity to use my platform to showcase you. So let me, these are going to be areas that I read from her, from what was provided. So ROQUITA C. Williams, ROQUITA Coleman-Williams. She's a podcast speaker, which I love. I've listened to your podcast. Those are very good. And so you can join her. She and Sharika, what's Sharika's last name, ROQUITA? Sharika Himes. ROQUITA C. Williams and Sharika Himes have a podcast, and they discuss things about life, like every day, through a person's everyday lens, which is important, because oftentimes when you listen to podcasts, sometimes you kind of go like, no, that doesn't apply to me. I can't tune in. Very, very down to earth. Very, just her energy is just relaxed. Like, I've talked to her a couple times, and she's just like, when you talk to her, it's like, she's got it together. So she's a podcast speaker. So let me be professional, because I'm excited about everything. So this podcast is called Everyday Life with ROQUITA and Sharika, and they discuss everyday life through the lens with insight from trusted professionals. It's a safe space and an open platform where real people discuss real things. And they talk about relationships and careers, parenting, infertility, and self-care, and all those things from A to Z. They cover all of it, okay? So anywhere you listen to a podcast, look for their podcast. You can get it on the Apple Podcast, through Google Play, Everyday Life with ROQUITA and Sharika. Roquita is also an author. This was the initial contact that she and I made when she was starting out for her stories. I'm sorry, Roquita. Storilities is the name of the book. She is all about women empowerment. She's all about ensuring that women have a seat at the table. She's about equality. She's about inclusion. And her story is really about the women's empowerment and how they have it. So I'm just going to read this one thing. She says, "No stranger to adversity, Roquita has overcome considerable challenges. Born in her city's poorest housing projects, she went from being a teenage mother to an international industry leader and an author." Let me repeat that. She went from being a teenage mother to being an international industry leader and author. In spring of 2018, she released her first book, Storilities. Through raw, authentic storytelling, she reveals some of women's most difficult times and the lessons that they can learn from them. And so I just want you to know that that book has real women in it. It's about real stories, and it's literally to help empower women. And so I encourage you to get your copy of Storilities by ROQUITA C. Williams. One of the other things that I told you before, she's all about making sure that there's equality and diversity, and she's an inclusion strategist. Roquita has she's been, let's see, F&H Solutions Group. I think you're an inclusion strategist for F&H Group. And then she says, for your personal brand, here's a quote from her. "It is never too early to establish your professional brand. Know your brand promise, show your brand promise, and be willing to shout out the ways in which you deliver on that brand promise." That's pretty powerful. And so I want to, that's her quote. So that's, as an inclusion strategist, she has delivered that on her website. She's also been on the cover of Health Fitness magazine because she practices yoga. And if you see her on Facebook, if you have an opportunity to see her on Facebook, she does like incredible poses, and she practices it. She lives that lifestyle, yoga lifestyle, which is probably why when you talk to her, you can tell she's just got balance. So she launched multiple brands, including Roquita C. Williams, Live While Making a Living. I am just butchering all of this. Okay, let me calm down. These are some of the brands that she helped launch. And then she helped launch other brands, including Roquita C. Williams, Live While Making a Living, That One Kai, about her son, Storilities, and then she consulted with various companies across North America, okay? And those companies that she's connected with, she offered small businesses expertise in marketing and their brands. So I'm literally providing you what is available in a snippet. There's much more to this. There are many layers to the onion that is Roquita, and she is multi-talented and multi-dimensional. But these are some of the things that she has done. She's also helped launch and worked on other collaborations across other industries, including major retailers, lifestyle retailers, footwear. I'm going to tell you something really cool about that. She's made history too. Roquita Williams is Black history. Hello, somebody. Hello. And she's done travel, entertainment, interior design, and she's worked on these brands, including Etsy, Philip Ashley Rick's Chocolate, United Vineyard Vines, Pottery Barn, TripAdvisor, and Viva Belize Properties. So now come on. She's a Memphian. Hello. She's making Memphis better. She is taking the craft and skills and experiences she has. She's spreading them out on an international, global platform, and then she comes right back home to Memphis. I told you she's making Memphis great. So now here's the thing that I love is making her Black history, aside from being an absolute boss. Roquita has mastered the art of social ambassadorship And in 2017, she became the first, number one. Do you see this one? She's the first. She's the first. She's the first. The first African-American woman, period, ever. Okay, let me say it again. She became the first African-American woman to partner with the global footwear brand, Vibram. Bravo. Thumbs up. Clapping hands. This is hand claps and sign language. Amazing. That's amazing. She's also a mother. I told you she has a sweet little boy named Kai. She has an older son, I mentioned, when she became a mom and a teenager, and she enjoys being a mom. And the Kai, that one Kai, is the site that is dedicated to Kai. He's such a little adorable. You just want to eat him up. He's so cute. He's got the sweetest little face. But she said that her greatest adventure is being a mom. She became a mother at 18 years old, and now she has two children, Jamie and Kai, who are 17 years apart. And today she travels around the world. They bike, they hike, they snowboard, and practice yoga, as I said. And they have some of the coolest pictures from some of the coolest places that they go. I'm so inspired that she has given Jamie and Kai these experiences to see that there is a whole big world out there for you to explore, which is another reason that she makes Memphis better, because you're giving your children and then their connections and all the paths that they touch global perspective, global views, and then an opportunity to think differently. When you see things, you get a chance to think differently, and then you think differently, you see things differently, you live differently. And so I'm really, really happy about that. Okay, I'm running long on my time. She's also a leader. Obviously, she's a leader. So she is an advocate for gender and minority balance, and Roquita has permanently changed the landscape of the industry, where she has been less than 5% of the leadership roles held by women. She is in 2011, she became the 63rd president and first, again, here's another first. Roquita C. Williams in 2011 became the 63rd president and the first African-American, not woman, the first African-American, period, to lead the Memphis World Trade Club. So I'm going to let you read the rest of this on your own. Just know, Roquita C. Williams, you make Memphis better. I am proud to be connected to you. I am proud to call you my fellow Memphian, and I am proud to know that some of the other things that you do in Memphis that make Memphis better include your philanthropy. She has been a philanthropist for more than a decade. And let me just say some of the places or the organizations that she contributes. Women in Excellence, the National Association for Colored People, for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP Distinguished Award Service. She's a civic leader that includes the Women's Foundation of Greater Memphis. She's a board member of Memphis in May. Have you ever been here in May? Memphis Barbecue Fest, Memphis in May. She's also a board member on Soulsville's charter school. Thank you very much. My sister works at Soulsville. And she is a board member for Make-A-Wish Foundation and, of course, the Children's St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So, Roquita, I ran through that really quick in the interest of time, but there's so much more to explore and understand. And then I wanted you to listen to her podcast and get her books or realities. Roquita C. Williams again. Thank you for submitting the information, for supporting this in my channel, and you make Memphis great. That's it. That's all, y'all. Until next time, tomorrow I'll have another fantastic feature of someone who makes Memphis great. And I hope that you will subscribe, share your comments. I'd love to hear. How has Roquita Williams inspired you? How are you inspiring other people and making the city where you live better? I want to see some of your posts. I want to see who makes your city better. And if you live in Memphis, feel free to comment. I look forward to it. I welcome it, to tell me who you think makes Memphis better. Until my next now, own your everyday amazing, and don't forget to be awesome. Bye.